Community truly is that medicine. Community disrupts the narrative of, I got it, I'm strong enough, I'm fine. And they say, no, you're not. And we're coming to you. We're on our way. I have spent several years believing that my strength is tied to how much I could carry. And not just how much I can carry, but how much I could carry alone. Like somehow needing less made me stronger. The more hyper independent I was, the smarter I thought I was. I don't know if you saw my last video, but I shared that as a little girl, I decided I was going to be the best. I raised my hand. I'm going to be the best at everything. I'm going to be the best. And being the best meant also needing less support, less assistance, less guidance. Not that I wasn't giving it, but that I needed less of that. My mom used to joke and say, you never gave me the opportunity to raise you. You just came in this world independent. And I sat and thought about that because needing support made me feel real vulnerable. And then asking for support, that made me feel extremely vulnerable. Maybe even, I'm gonna use that word, weak. Because when I was asking for support, I was thinking, does that make that person think I'm less competent, that I'm less intelligent, that I'm not as smart as I am, that I'm not as responsible, that I'm not as capable? Like I would have all these narratives around it. But let me tell you, something called love and love as community disrupted this whole lie. I'm gonna call it a lie. I was gonna say narrative, but let's just call it what it is. Disrupted this whole lie that I created around what success is and that I had to do it by myself. And I'm talking about community in the sense of not just like a big crowd or community as in performative friendships or performative sisterhoods. I'm talking about that unconditional love that will not let you sit in, oh, I'm fine, or I got it, or I got it handled, I can do it on my own. I'm talking about that community that disrupts that and says, no, we going with you. And so this week I'm sharing some powerful folks that have just showed up and held space for me because community is medicine. Community is that person that says, listen, child, you've been in that hospital living with your loved one side by side for weeks, for months. So we're going to go to the Janet Jackson concert and we're going to go to the Beyoncé concert and you're going to have a good time. And guess what? That doesn't make you less than a daughter at all. So we're going to enjoy ourselves and you're going to have a good time and you're going to smile and it's going to be okay. Community is that sister that says, okay, you're keynoting at Facebook. Okay. So I'm going to drive so that you can be prayed up and focused on being in the stillness of God so you can deliver your speech. And I am going to carry all your things with you. And guess what? When I get there, I'm also going to record for you because the only thing I want you to do is focus on delivering the best that God has within you, period. Community is that person that says, okay, you're 3 hours away, I'm coming to you. And while they think they're crashing your personal retreat, what they're really doing is holding space for you, helping you reimagine and re-envision your business so you can expand and have greater impact. And they just pour into you at this point in time when you already experience something difficult like bullying and gaslighting in a certain situation. Community is when folks show up and say, we're sitting with you and I see you. We're hydrating you. We're nourishing you. You're not here alone nor by yourself. As a matter of fact, you say you're good? No, you're not good. We're coming. That is community. Community is that person that says, wait, you doing a 100 Black Woman Summit in Brazil, girl? Say less, say less. I am coming with you. We're going to scout the locations. We're going to look at all the hotels. We're going to set up the restaurants. We're going to set up the entertainment. We're going to set up everything to serve these women. They are not only holding the vision, they are actually feeding into the vision, and their energy is matching your energy. Your inspiration is matching their inspiration. They are pouring into you. Oh, wow, you're going through something difficult. Community is this person that holds your hand tightly when your mom takes her last breath before going to the other side of the veil. They catch you when you fall, when you feel like you can't go any further because the woman that raised you, who birthed you, is no longer present. And they hold that space for you unconditionally. Community. And then there's this bench. Woo! This bench right here in the lands of Houma, Louisiana, where my mama, my aunties, my uncles, my grandmother, my grandfather, my great-grandmother, my great-grandfather, my great-great-great-grandmother, my great-great-great-grandfather would sit and pray and meditate and commune. This right here is what I call my ancestral bench of community. Because as we talk about that, we stand on those shoulders that have come before us. This is that standing in that space, and standing in the space of the collective wisdom, of the collective courage, of the collective genius, of the collective love. And so I can go here and be grounded and be centered, because community is not just those that are walking on this side. It definitely is those that have come before us. And so community truly is that medicine. Community disrupts the narrative of, I got it, I'm strong enough, I'm fine. And they say, no, you're not. And we're coming to you. We're on our way. We're holding space. As a matter of fact, I'm not even asking you what you need. I'm just showing up. Community. They bring that level and language of love that is so potent and so unconditional. And they recognize the false lie you've been telling, and they don't let you live it out any longer. That is community. And so my prayer right now is for all of those that have been carrying others, for all of those that have been carrying things, for all of those that feel like you are alone. My prayer is that you allow yourself to be carried by others. Because here's the thing. Healing is not only to happen in solitude. Healing happens in community as well. For the medicine of the community is that balm that many of us need. So allow yourself to be carried this week. And look, if you say, I don't have anyone, Ashe, I'm your girl. Seriously, no, I'm your girl. Not performative, not saying that to be nice. I'm your girl. Go ahead, hit me up, comment me, DM me, anything else. I'm your girl. But I want you to practice this week allowing yourself to be carried. I want you to practice this week reaching out and allowing your community to support you.